Somebody typed the Great Divide in the chat room. That's what these cases have done. Somebody typed Boule in the chat room. Somebody typed sellout, coon, Sambo. Let's get all these names in. That's what they're going to call you. But do you care? As you pull off in your Mercedes-Benz and you look at your 401k, do you really care? Because again, it's more of us than there is of them now. So do we care what the poor black people have to say? Do the 80% of black people who reach, 83% of black people who have become upper middle class, or rich care what the 17% of broke black people think? Do you care? Do you care what poor black people have to say? I'm just asking questions. All the rich black people, if you've reached the middle class, upper middle class, or you rich, do you care what the poor 17% of black people have to say? Huh? I'm asking. Because, see, I think there's a misunderstanding here. I don't think they realize who understands who's really running things now. See, we got the loudest, lowest contingent of black people speaking the loudest to the world, and they don't represent us. We have done our best to escape them, and every time some degenerate behavior pops up, they want us to jump up and defend it. Do we care? Do you care that they call you Boule or a sellout? Do you care that they call you a Sambo? Do you care that any of that? I'm just pointing it out. Because they usually use it for shame. The true sellouts are the gangbangers and the drug dealers. That's the true sellouts as far as I'm concerned. It's not the plumber who doesn't want to come back to the hood and work for free. It's not the HVAC guy who doesn't want to get involved in what's going on with these court cases. It's not the lawyer who defended Rick Chow either. That man is just an expert in his profession. So you saying that all our professionals shouldn't serve people? If it doesn't please black people, is that what you're saying? So we have black medical doctors, and this is somebody who might have some racist belief. They shouldn't serve them. They should check on the internet to see if they've made any racist tweets. Is that what you're saying? Just ignore all the ethics and morals and professionalism. That's what y'all saying. I'm asking the question. And another thing, let's get back to it now. Are y'all still here? I'm gonna wrap this thing up. And another thing, we have to admit, black people's social worlds are more mixed than they used to be. Pew reported that the share of recently married black people with a spouse of a different race or ethnicity rose from 5% in 1980 to 18% in 2015. That's a major change. Even for black people who aren't married out, many of them have friends in work circles, in school circles, in business networks, in neighborhoods that include white people, Latino, Asians, immigrants, mixed race people, and people from all different backgrounds. So when somebody says you need to get down with the black community, a lot of people are asking, which black community are you talking about? The one I live in, the one I work in, or the one that's online? Somebody type Black Twitter in the chat room. You want me to get down with the one that rejected me and told me I talk white? Or I was bougie or boule? That's who you want me to get with? I'm asking. Just asking. I'm asking questions. Because, see, you can't turn around and reject somebody and say, oh, you acting bougie or you too light-skinned, and then turn around and expect them to join in with you. That's not how it works. Either we all in or we all out. See, a lot of these folk only claim you when you're useful. And that matters even more when you talk about mixed race black people and foundational black Americans. Foundational black Americans, by our very history, are an amalgamated people. We're people created through slavery, survival, violence, mixing, migration, intermarriage, and generations of complicated family history. And I say complicated with an asterisk. What I'm saying is many of us have white ancestry, Native American ancestry, Asian ancestry. And today, many black people have immediate white parents and grandparents and Asian parents and Latino parents and immigrant parents or grandparents from other racial ethnic backgrounds. So how are you going to shame those people into one size fits all black identity when many of them have already been ostracized by the black community? I'm just asking questions. You've told them they're not black. But now you're shaming them because they're not black or because they're not down with the black community and the degeneracy that you want us to support. That's hypocrisy. Some black people will tell a mixed person, you're not really black. They'll tell a light-skinned person, you're not really black. They'll tell a biracial person, you're not one of us. They'll tell a person raised around non-black people, you don't understand the culture. But then when there's a political fight or a racial controversy, suddenly it's you need to stand with the people. That doesn't work anymore. People aren't falling for that. You can't reject people socially, then demand their loyalty politically. You can't mock people for how they talk or where they live or who they marry or who their parents are or what school they went to or what job they have and then expect them to show up when you want racial solidarity. That's not community. That's convenience. I'm going to tell it like it is. And this is the burden of freedom. Again, during segregation, black people carried the burden of being forced together. Whether you're light-skinned, dark-skinned, whether you from Haiti or Ghana, whether you from Trinidad or Canada, y'all got sent, everybody got sent to the black community. That's what happened during the segregation. Black people carried the burden of being forced together. Whether you were a convict or a judge, y'all lived down the street from each other. We were locked into in racial enclaves because white society blocked access. But after desegregation, the black people started dealing with a different burden, the burden of choice. Now we can choose where to live. We can choose who to marry. We can choose where to send our children. We can choose what schools to attend. We can choose what value system we want to follow. And a lot of black people are choosing separation. Black men are choosing separation. Black women are choosing separation. Mixed race black people are choosing separation. Educated black people are choosing separation. Wealthy black people are choosing separation. Professionals are choosing separation. Some are doing it quietly and some are doing it loudly. Some are doing it by moving. Some are doing it by marrying out. Some are doing it by changing schools. Some are doing it by changing countries. Some are doing it by changing politics. But however they're doing it, they're doing it. And that's why this great black divide is getting wider. And that's not just about money. It's about politics. It's not just about crime. And it's not just about my friend Willie D and Uncle D, also known as me, Dennis Sperling. It's about the fact that black people are no longer trapped in one shared social space. The old black community had enough control to shame people into silence, and the new black America doesn't. The new black America is scattered across the suburbs and professions and interracial families and mixed friend groups, private schools, gated communities, different politics, different churches, and different value systems. So you can call these people all you want. Somebody type Boule in the chat room. Call them Boule. Call them cool. Call them. They don't care. They don't live with you. They don't work with you. They don't worship with you. They don't date you. They don't want to date your daughters or your sisters or your sons. They don't need your approval. They don't need your network, and they don't need your permission to be black. And that's why what you see happening right now, a lot of black people coming out the woodwork saying, nah, I don't accept that. That's why you get these same old tricks, this same old shaming language. But you can't control people who moved away. You can't build unity with people who spent years insulating and rejecting, and you can't do it. Black America is not one block anymore. Black America is not one forced social structure or anymore. And that's what you're seeing now. People are exiting the old expectations. They're exiting the old racial scripts. They're exiting the idea that black people means defending dysfunction. And once enough black people exit, the old gatekeepers lose power. And that's why you see them screaming and hollering online. Again, Black America exposed by this Carmelo Anthony case and the Cyrus Carmack Belton case. That's what you see happening.